Ho buddies, welcome to Borderline Games. I'm Gareth and today we're playing Beyond Our Rule Ripper, and last time Beyond Our Rule Ripper we're on our last council number 9. Our showdown with poker ends now. Let's go. Loading. Back from our timeout. Although Poker seemed to be seriously considering sacrificing himself, Bill's death would come first had he reached a dead end. Was there no escape? I have to do something here. Oh, what actually happened with Jin's barman? What actually happened with Jin? Oh man, this is quite low. What actually happened with Jin's barman? Which one did I do? Did you steal her card? Huh. Was that the wrong thing to do? Wait, what? What card? Oh, who took it? Coffee and I found her barman in her pocket, and we noticed that the hidden slot was empty. Hidden slot? What the fuck are you talking about? Are you trying to gain some time by confusing me? No, this is all true.
It is. All barmen have a secret slot hidden beneath a black sticker. There's a card inside it containing a backup of all the barman's contents. By exchanging cards with another player, you can look inside their barman without looking at their screen, thus not breaking any rules.
Seems like you had no idea about this, so when it comes to this case, you are innocent. You're innocent. But the barman wasn't in her pocket when we checked. Who's we? Someone stole it to get Jin's card, and then returned it to the crime scene once the investigation was over. It's a cocktail.
I can only think of one opportunity to steal it.
Oh. Before the murder, during the murder, when the body was found. When the body was found? Do we think? Do you reckon? During the murder? I mean, when the body was found... During the investigation, I was there. Before the murder... before the murder's kind of interesting. During the murder, when the body was found... I mean, if Poker's saying that he killed her, but he doesn't know about it, I'm guessing... I'm gonna go with when the body was found. I don't know if that's right. Before the murder, during the murder, when the body was found, during the investigation. Let's go with when the body was found.
When the body was found.
But...
Only a few people entered the crime scene, and even less than that were near the victim.
I was one of those to give her the antidote. And besides me... No. You're saying it was...
Who else?
Uh-oh. Who was there? I don't know. I can't remember. I mean, was Cocktail there? Jin. Jin was there. I guess... Is this Cocktail? Is that who that is, or is that Vodka? This is Cocktail. Cocktail. You approached Jin to close her eyelids. Poker and I were the only ones present, and personally, I wasn't able to look at Jin right after what had happened. Me neither. Meaning that you had the perfect opportunity to take her barman. Is this relevant in any way?
As Rule 7, acquiring Jin's card gave you access to her data.
That isn't much. At that point, she only would have had time to unlock 3 pieces, no? The cards include all of the barman's contents, even the locked data.
In conclusion, as his rule allows him to unlock all data freely, Cocktail had at his disposal his own 10 pieces of data plus all 10 of Jin's.
20 pieces in the first 3 hours alone.
Plus all of Cigar's data as soon as they became allies. 30 in total.
That's a lot of information.
That's a ton of info.
I still can't grasp how this matters this late in the game. You're not going to deny it. I don't see the need to. Poker, time is running short. You must make a choice. Cocktail's right, this isn't going anywhere. Or is it? Anything else we're missing? What else is there? For what goal? I don't know. Am I supposed to be clicking on these or no? The only topic left to talk about with poker is... Is what? Yeah, it's that one. Even if it kills me, I need answers. I need answers. Ching. What actually happened with Lime? Actually happened? That's settled already? No, we don't know all the details. Want me to get down to the nitty-gritty, so you can hate me even more, or what? You still haven't explained. Oh, the why? The how it happened. Right? I'm more interested in that. Something doesn't make sense. What? How did you alter the dose? How did you know it was... Oh, shit! Uh-oh. Alright, okay. Bad end, bust. Okay, we need to start again. Welcome once more. Alas, you came back here, though thankfully no death lasts forever for you. The same cannot be said for the unfortunate rules, however. So what mournful tragedy led to the end of your life this time? Congratulations on reaching the final duel, and my condolences for its result. As you can imagine, there's no way to circumvent it. You must overcome this obstacle, no doubt the biggest one yet. It would be a pity if it were to ruin it by giving you a hand. If I were to ruin it, so I will keep it at offering some advice. Starting with the obvious one, you don't have too much time to think here. Think before you speak, but think quick. Use this moment to think about, without having to worry about a timer. Consider what possibility solution can exist to this conflict. Consider what possible solution can exist to this conflict. Okay. Rule 1 isn't one for patience, so your words must be cautious, as if you were navigating through a minefield. But without losing sharpness and strength, an iron will is vital. Oh, I almost forgot to mention this. It might be the case that this seemingly impossible challenge is precisely that. Depending on what you have at your disposal, wording is key, but so is your available ammunition. There's a chance you don't have the required materials to win. Keep moving forwards, but if you reach what looks like an impenetrable wall, perhaps you should go back and try some different roads. Really? There remains 2 mysteries yet to be solved, despite unmasking Rule 1. One requires an epiphany in the past, during the 6th Council, the other needs to be solved now, searching what's missing in the last place you'll think to look. You might be missing a hint too, that should go without saying. If you don't have what you need and there are still places you haven't searched, you know where, or when, to go. Consider that 2 hints in one, perhaps even 3. And there comes the final one. Some paths lead to instant death. Try to avoid topics that push sensitive buttons. Be especially cautious during the final stretch. On the flip side, the correct path contains some unavoidable mines. There's a chance that there's a chance that you'll fail despite making the correct choice, due to having made too many incorrect or suboptimal choices before it, or by taking too much time to answer. Will that help suffice? I'll assume it will. Do not forget that my position is neutral, so be thankful for my generosity. This could be our last meeting. No, it probably won't. So until next time, let's make a toast in honor of a fruitful finale. And the souls of these remaining rules, for the Golden Jack, and for our dearest owner. 24. Extra unlocked in photo album. Cool. Okay, so let's go back. Let's do it again. Let's try and do it faster. And see if we need data or information. Do we need more information? Or is everything fine? Okay, so I can skip this, right? Okay, that's what I did last time, right? What actually happened with Jin? Oh, he was hiding something for certain, a secret that had become a taboo subject. That doesn't concern you. It could only enrage him further. Oh, okay. It's not that. I should have said the barman. Oh! Okay, so... It's good to know that, Oh, I'm being potted. It's good to know that that isn't what I should be pressing. So that's cool. Right? That's cool, right? Skip. That might be a generic bad ending, so maybe I don't actually need more things, you know? Who knows? Okay, we got this. So how many bad endings do I have now? Is it 5? 6? Skip here. Okay, and then we got a barman. Okay, we did this. What actually happened with the barman? Did you steal a card? What the fuck are you talking about? Wait. Oh, what? What card? Coffee now from the barman. Okay. Right, so now skip all of this. Okay, and then I said when the body was found. Uh-huh. And then saying it was cocktail. Where is cocktail? This is cocktail. Skip, and then me neither. Okay, blah de blah de blah de blah de blah. I just don't want to hit the thing too early. Oh, we ask about lime, don't we? So, yeah. Cigars, so we had 3 pieces of data. That's a ton of info. You must make a choice. Okay. Right. So I can skip to that animation, can't I? That's good to know. What actually happened with lime? Actually happened, that's settled already. Okay. Haven't explained the how. The how. Something doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. How did you know it was her drink? Ooh! How'd you know it was her drink? Huh? You think I'm an idiot? How could I not know which is which after 5 hours? Oh, shit. Alright, my bad, my bad. This isn't the right way, I'll try. Oh, god damn it. That was funny, the little PNG of my Pokeballs was just in the middle of the screen then. Okay, this happened again. Okay, so I need to say... How did you give the dose? Is that what the other one was? Okay. Either way, it's fine because... this one. Why is it fine? It's fine because we can skip to that animation. I just have to get good at the other stuff. Okay, what actually happened with Jin? Skip, 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 skip. Hey! Oh, I did the wrong one. God damn it. Okay, I'm a dumbass. Do it faster. Okay, skip. This one is tricky. This. Have I spent 15 minutes trying to do the first thing? That's quite funny. Okay. Okay, skip. What happened to the barman? Okay. Skip. All of this. Okay, when the body was found. Okay. Cocktail. Okay. And now we want to know about lime. Okay, what happened with lime? The how? Okay. Something doesn't make sense. How did you alter the dose? Okay, we're getting somewhere. How did you alter the dose? I'll say it a second time. Removing some of the drink, how else? And if you keep asking obvious questions like that, you'll remove my patience. Accept your death already. God damn it! Hey? Huh? Oh no? Maybe I should do the why? Uh-oh.
That can't be all there is to it. If you'd only want only partially emptied Lime's glass.
Both of you need to shut the fuck up. Is it a fake out? I just replaced what I removed with another drink.
Another drink? It couldn't have been one of the other antidotes. Did you use one of the bottles at the counter? But the change would still be too obvious.
Oh! Fine. If you want to know the whole truth so badly, I can give it to you. As long as your last wish. When I got to the counter, I found the antidote drinks on the lift. And a half-filled glass on top of the counter. A transparent, bubbly drink with a lime fancily decorating the top. Its smell revealed to me that it contained gin. Sound familiar?
Isn't that Lime's antidote?
No, her antidote was on the lift. It was a replica of it. A lime gin fizz.
Very fitting choice by the owner. Too fitting.
Soon as I saw it, I felt it was a sign. My luck was rewarding me. When I noticed that no one was coming, the plan appeared in my head.
Diluting the antidote dose by mixing the contents of both cups.
Gonna let me talk, or you'd rather explain it yourself? Yeah, that's what I did. Filled up the glass on the counter, mixed it a bit, and then I put half of it back in the antidote. The result was indistinguishable from the original, but with less antidote in the drink. After that, I drank the other one and put it behind the counter. Happy now?
But why was that cocktail on the counter?
No fucking clue. Why don't you ask the one in charge of the place? That cocktail's easy to make, but I doubt anyone else did it. It's one of my personal favourites. After seeing Lime drink it every hour, I had a craving for it. However, the council came before I could finish it, so I left it on the counter for when I came back. I suspected it had been the trigger, but I couldn't bring myself to say anything. I'm deeply sorry.
Why? Were you afraid we'd suspect you? You were the prime suspect already.
No, despite being innocent, I felt responsible for her death. I couldn't possibly imagine that it would be used by the killer in such a manner. My feelings of guilt were such that I didn't even mention it to my ally.
You made a huge mistake, but I understand. I wouldn't have thought that something like that could lead to a death either.
You don't need to forgive me. Is this why you were so desperate in trying to save Lime when she fell down? No, I didn't connect the pieces until later. Minutes before the council, I simply couldn't allow myself to do nothing while someone was dying in front of me. However, I admit that it did influence my bad attitude during that council. I see. Seems like we finally have the truth behind her death. One less thing to worry about, although... Although what? Wait a second. A light bulb lit up inside both our heads. Its light dispelled the darkness and revealed a large shadow that had until then been lurking in the shadows. First he stole Jin's barman. And then he made the cocktail that Poker used to kill Lime. Both incidents were suspicious on their own, but by joining the two pieces a very different picture of a certain gentleman they thought they knew was made. Despite him being a rival in the game, they hadn't considered Cocktail an enemy. While he had been one of the murder suspects, he was only one of several. Once Poker had been identified as the culprit, Cocktail's good reputation had been restored. But what if... No, I don't want to be thinking this. But... Oh, don't tell me. The pieces fit too perfectly to be a coincidence. I'm not sure if this will save our lives, but... I won't die until I solve this. It's my duty to Lime, to Jin, and even to... Poker. Huh? The predator instantly noticed a change in his prey's eyes. Bill's gaze was no longer on him despite the knife on his neck, and that he'd said his name. At the same time, he felt the girl's hands leave his back. Coffee turned around to look at the person that her ally couldn't. Cocktail. Cocktail? Huh? He murdered them both. You are, what did it say? You are guilty, is that what it said? Boom! I knew it was him! Wait a second. Oh, it's him. Wait a second. Guilty? What do you mean? Poker is guilty, but so are you. In fact, you're the main culprit.
Well put. The main culprit behind Lime's death, to be precise.
I'm aware. I already confessed my responsibility in that tragedy, even if I should have done it sooner. I can apologize again, but I understand if you cannot forgive. No, that's not what I meant. I don't want to suspect you, but... I do. You've left me with no choice. Your cocktail, the one Poker used, was no accident.
On top of being overly suspicious, it's too convenient for you.
I don't understand. Lime was Rule 10, the one that was preventing us from linking with our ally. In your case, Cigar. Poker had no reason to remove it. Waiting in hopes that he would take care of it would be wasting your time.
On the other hand, accusing Lime was no easier task. He didn't have the necessary support. He probably never would, as far as few would be in favour of killing her.
So you decided to take matters into your own hands, no matter the cost.
You prepared that cocktail so Poker could kill her, for you.
Hold on. You're wrong. I'd never... Cocktail. Cigar, listen. Don't listen to them. You need to trust me. I vowed that I would never kill. I would never break such a promise. Of course you wouldn't. It goes against your principles, right? As well as... my rule. Oh. You didn't break Rule 1, did you? You're in one piece after all. Good point. If what you're saying was true, if my mistake had been intentional, it would have been deemed a murder. Or, at the very least, I would be considered a willing participant of one. Right, lest we forget, Rule 1 doesn't let you be an accomplice to a murder. I'd no idea about this. That's the truth. We'd never worked together ever. And there's no way I would have predicted Poker's actions, or that he would be the first to get to the counter, with no one around to stop him.
Shit, that'd be really crazy. Can't believe Cocktail would do that on purpose.
Despite his words, the boy put his hands on the table to get up from his seat and get away from Cocktail, but froze and was unable to move.
I'm reminded that there's no possible way to check if we're following the rules automatically. This game has to be arbitrated in real time, and human observers make human errors. The owner or whoever is surveilling us must have thought the same thing, that you were making that drink by yourself, for yourself. That's why you weren't eliminated. It's impossible to prove your intentions.
That's why I didn't suspect anything when you confessed. But what about Jin's barman? That was no accident. It proves that you were willing to play an active role in the game, having such a huge amount of data at your disposal in the first few hours. You could probably figure out the identity of basically every rule, like your allies.
Or of the one blocking your alliance from the happening.
No, I refuse to believe that, Cocktail. Although, when he told me in private that he knew my number and wanted to make a link, I mentioned that an alliance would be difficult with Rule 10 around. Once it was removed from the game, I agreed to be his ally. But that proves nothing. Cigar, I'm sorry, but you have to face reality too. Prove it. Oh, we have to do that now. There's no way Cocktail would have planned something so reliant on luck. True, only someone like me would go for a plan with really low odds of success. Too many variables outside of his control. Feels like the end is near. I should choose my words carefully. A single misstep now could make us lose everything we've achieved. First of all... Oh, okay. 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 He had no choice, or it wasn't out of his control. What do we want to do? I mean, it's got to be that it wasn't out of his control. I don't know. Let's do this second one. Is that right? It wasn't out of his control. It happened right after a council, so we're all gathered together. He only needed to distract us for a few minutes while Poker went to the counter. Is that what I did, though? Honestly, I don't remember.
Regardless of that, the odds aren't as low as you want us to believe.
Let's say I concede that point, but even so, without any communication with Poker, I could not have influenced his actions. Oh. You had nothing to lose, or leaving the drink was enough? I mean, if it didn't work, he doesn't have anything to lose, it just doesn't work? Leaving the drink was enough. I mean, that wasn't enough to suspect, but I don't know what to do here. He didn't have anything to lose by doing that, so I guess that's true. Leaving the drink was technically not enough, so let's do this one. So what? Failure didn't come with any losses. Let's say the plan had failed. What would have happened?
Lime would still be alive, that's all. No one would have a reason to suspect you of anything.
It was an unlikely plan, but not a risky one. Your life would be perfectly safe. If anyone asked about the cocktail on the counter, You had an excuse ready. The one you gave us before, probably.
And finally, the improbability of the plan was a deliberate feature, not a flaw.
Deliberate? How can that be a feature?
It's simple.
He didn't want blood on his hands, or he didn't want a plausible excuse. Or he wanted a plausible excuse, sorry. Okay, well, I guess we're going to answer this question next time on Borderline Games. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Beyond R, Rule Ripper, and I'll see you next time. I knew it was Cocktail. I will see you later. Bye-bye.